sorry, Stoney the Irish Mexican. Yeah, get around the applause for Stoney the Irish Mexican. Yeah.
Got it. Irish Mexican. How's everybody? Oh, dude, I was thinking right when it started, I brought these Chico guys down. They're like, dude, we want to feel comfortable at your place when you do. So I'm like, all right. So I told Joe, tell everybody you canceled it. Because Chico's used to playing with this room this full. And the first open mic I did with Dylan was about this many people. Right? Outside. It was like, we come all the way up to Chico with piss and rain all the way up. It's windy. We get there, I'm like, dude, we're doing open mic here? He's like, yeah. I'm like, where? On the patio. I'm like, it's fucking raining. On the patio? Are you kidding me? He's like, yeah. And there was like this many people. So I'm like, maybe this is what Dylan's used to. I don't know. But who wants to hear some coronavirus jokes? Oh, that's very weak. So you know what? I'm not going to tell any jokes. I got something serious. I got a buddy who works in the CIA. He told me about this coronavirus thing. It's all Trump's fault. There is. I'll tell you why. My buddy in the CIA, he's a chemist, kind of a doctor. He plays a doctor on TV. He's a chemist. And he told me that there's these two Mexican dudes in Mexico sitting in a room. And they were playing with a bunch of chemicals saying, we're going to fuck with the U.S. Screw that Trump for building a wall. So we're going to come up with a virus. They look at each other, well, we're going to name that virus. So, the coronavirus. And we'll tell everybody it came from China. Yeah, Trump's an asshole. I am Stoney Meager, the Irish Mexican. Just started doing stand-up comedy recently. Got a lot of support from the Chico guys. Appreciate that. So I tend to look at my phone a little bit. Before I get started, I want to talk about my mom a little bit. You know, I love her to death. She's a great woman. Has a whole special place in my heart. But growing up, I was an asshole kid. I gave her so much shit. It was hard raising me. But she named me Stoney. So what the hell do you think's gonna happen? Think I'm gonna be like an angel with a name like Stoney? And in case you're wondering, the answer is yes. I do smoke a lot of weed. I mean a lot of weed. Yep, see, there's a plug. Yep, a lot of weed. I've been smoking weed since I was in 7th grade. And I was in the Bay Area. And my buddy and I would always drive down to East Palo Alto to, score our weed. I don't know if anybody knows about that little section there. We'd go there and, take our $5 to, get a nickel bag. I don't even think you can get anything for $5 now. And dude, it would get you high. You'd have to get a lot of $5 baggies to get you high, but it would get you high. And the cool thing was the names back then when I was growing up. I mean, they had cool names like, Acapulco Gold, Sesamillion, Maui Wowie. It had all the cool names. Mostly we just smoked the homegrown stank weed though. I was 7th grade, so I didn't get all the cool shit. We were going to Palo Alto though. You get that stuff home and you're like, fucking stems, seeds, lint, dog shit. I'm like, what's that? So it wasn't good. It was good. But now, pot these days, am I right, Dylan? Yeah. You take one hit and you're like, holy Toledo. I mean, they got some crazy names now. When I go buy weed, I don't know if I'm in a dispensary or a bakery. I mean, they got upside down cake and wedding cake and what is that, cookies and cream. I'm like, no wonder I'm fat. I'm smoking cake just like I'm eating cake. And if you're skinny and you got no titties, smoke some weed, you'll get some big titties, see? Yeah. But I have to say, I don't smoke weed anymore.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. But I don't smoke it any less either, but not anymore. Growing up with Stoney was tough. That was my born name. In grade school, it sucked. The kids these days are spoiled. You want to talk to your friends, you get on your iPhone or your iPad or your Android, your computer, your Facebook and Instagram, and your parents know who you're talking to. When I grew up, you had to call the house. You call the house. You get your phone out, you're all 8, 6, 7, 5, 309. Yeah. And the phone would ring, and you get this answer on the phone. Johnson's residence. May I ask who's calling? I'm all, hi, Mrs. Johnson. This is Stoney. Can Timmy come out and play? Hello? Hello? Damn, hung up on me again. This whole thing about being innocent until proven guilty is bullshit. They just assume I smoke drugs. Smoke pot. But I did, but that's besides the point. They shouldn't assume that. It was terrible. Or when I was younger, growing up like Stoney, they pick on me. They'd call me names. Stony Baloney, Stony Macaroni, Bony Stoney. I was skinny. Yep. And that was just the girls. Today you guys call that bullying. Back then we called it foreplay. I wasn't stupid. I didn't pick on me so I could, I was a player. I got in with that stuff in the 6th grade. But when I went to high school, everything changed. Yep. The name like Stoney going to high school, or was I going to school high? I don't remember. But yeah, in high school, dude, I crossed all barriers. The blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, the stoners, the jocks, the guys in band camp. Everybody wanted to be Stoney's friend. Right? I mean, they know where to go get their shit. I was the guy. I was the guy people would go to. I always had the good stuff. Always. You're like, well, wait a minute, this guy's in freaking just started high school. How does he get the good stuff? Right? I mean, where'd that stankweed go? I got the good stuff. So, my brother and I watched Scarface. So, we found a way to get some good drugs. We stole it from a drug dealer. That's a true story. I'm not making that shit up. So, we became drug dealers. I'm like, fuck, I got the perfect name. I just watched Scarface. I'm like, I'm gonna come with a new name. I'm Stoney Montana. Say hello to my little friend. Yep. I wasn't very good at dealing though. It didn't last very long. Yep. I got busted for possession of cocaine and sales of marijuana. It wasn't a good. I mean, I think I hit rock bottom at that time. Went to jail. It wasn't good. Food sucked. Cells were small. People crying themselves to sleep. It was the worst 2.5 days in juvenile hall I ever spent. Funny thing is, my mom had me when she was 16. She got married at 14. Well, my grandmother told her that she couldn't have sex until she got married. So she got married at 14. And then she had me and named me Stoney. You shouldn't name your kids when you're 16. You know, stupid names like mine. But yeah, the stuff she did, they could have made a reality show out of. Or wait, I think they already have that. 16 and pregnant or something. Is that some kind of... Could you imagine the reality show that went after me? Raisin Stoney. Does he become a stoner or a doctor? We'll never know. Yeah. But I'm a product of divorce. I think I'm probably going to run out of time here, but I had a product of divorce. My mom was married 5 times, divorced 6 times. I think every time she got somebody, you're like, what's your son's name? Stoney. See you later. But, yeah, I had a nickname for my mom growing up. I called her the Maytag lady. Yeah. She's taking more loads than a washing machine. Yeah. No. I do have a brother and a sister, though. So she did have more than one. I did realize that we all have ADD. Yeah, all these people talking, we got ADD. All different dads. Yeah. But I realized too, my mom had ADD as well. Yeah. She had all different dicks. But I was the only one with ADHD. A different Hispanic dick. My brother and sister are white. Yeah. So, But hey, whatever you think of my mom, you know, I love her to death. My mom was no hoe. She was a tramp. Hoes get paid. That's my set. You know, I made a big mistake. I let those Chico guys go first, so man, I had a hard time just trying to keep up with them. You guys did amazing. Thanks, guys.
Oh my heavens. One more round of applause for Stoney, everyone, please. Oh,